Hello everyone, welcome back to Cosmic Express and my completed Andromeda. Right, so that makes Andromeda complete, Vela complete, Ursa Minor complete. Taurus has a couple, Orion has a bunch, Nova is not even going to be discussed, Perseus has a bunch, Cassiopeia has a couple, and Delphinus has just 2 left. So maybe we'll try and make a line out of these 3 on the left here for completion. Hop back into Delphinus. Right. This is similar to Andromeda 14 in that it's a puzzle about trying to go out and back and out again with many issues in between. We have 2 carriages on the train and 3 stinky boys, 3 orange boys, and 3 of each respective house. So, let's start with the stuff on this side of the track. We get an orange. We get another orange. These 2 bounce off of one another. We get a green. Now, I don't think we can ever pick up this green because we can't use this tile to go in and pick them up. So doing something like this isn't going to be feasible. And this guy refuses to get into a train car. So what are we going to do about it is the question. What if we pick up 2 oranges, drop 1 off? Can't do this because by the time we use this way out, we can never come back in to the greenhouse. Pick up orange and green. Drop off orange and green. Pick up orange. You will refuse to be picked up. So even if we did something like this, we end up missing out on 1 orange there because they refuse to get into the train once it's contaminated. So can we do 2 oranges before we do anything else? Is that ever possible? One, 2. These guys bounce off of one another. You get in the back. I mean, we don't really have much of an option on how we come through here. I'm going to assume this is not it, but we'll reevaluate in a moment. Okay, this is not it because now both train carriages have been made contaminated. So, if we've picked up you 2, picked up 1, can't be something like this first, can it? It's getting these oranges on the correct side of the track. What else can we do? Pick you up first. If we do that, nothing will ever get into this house. We've just got to start eliminating things that we cannot do. We can't pick you up first, that's a given. Orange and orange. Orange and green. We can't touch this because that pen's in a whole corner. Can't be as simple as just going through and back in some capacity, can it? Do those two, because as soon as we come back here, this contaminates the front of the train, and now we can never pick up another orange if done this way. Can we do like... No, we can't do all of the greens. If we put one orange in, then somehow did all of the greens. Orange and... Pick up an orange and green. Drop off an orange and a green. Pick up an orange. Then we can't pick up this orange because the back of the train is contaminated. So this isn't going to work either, is it? Yeah, we've been in this spot before. So how do we get you in a house? I'm sure we've looked at this before already. It's not going to be this, is it? This is me just going around in circles. No, it's closer. This is now the problem child, because we did use strategic bouncing along the way. So the strategic bouncing lets us get to the previous half of the level. That's probably going to be important. But if we do it this way, no one gets home, and we can't pick this one up. We can't do this with strategic bouncing because we've already taken on one passenger. It's one of those levels that's harder to do backwards just because of the implication of the carriages being contaminated. 2 greens to finish. Could look like that. 1 orange is you. Orange there ends up here. But now we can never do these guys into a home. Green, green. Green, green, you go in there, that's fine. It's just the first half of everybody that we can't do this way. Orange and green. Drop off an orange. Pick up an orange. Drop off an orange. This can't be right, but I'm not entirely sure why it's not. Oh, because we double contaminate the train carriage again. Dummy. If we do that, we can get these two to bounce off of each other, but we never pick this guy up. can't do this. Because those bounce off each other, we never pick this guy up. I feel like as much as it took me half an hour yesterday to do Andromeda 14, my brain felt like it was making some kind of progress there throughout the entire course of it, even if I wasn't really until the end. But this, I feel like I'm making no progress whatsoever. I think possibly because the level's smaller, so there's less options to explore as we go. So what can we do? What can we do differently? This is a bounce that can never happen because we can never collect you. This is a bounce that can never happen because we can never get to these houses. Orange first. Never gets back to this house. Can't be this first because this guy would never get picked up. Can't be this because that guy can never be picked up like that. Orange and green. Drop off orange. Green would contaminate. Orange and green, drop off orange, drop off green. They bounce off of each other. We pick you up. This guy never gets picked up, right? So now you're the problem child. Because of the bouncing. Right, let's change tax slightly. We're just going to stay in Delphinus, but we'll go to 15 instead. There's going to be no strategic bouncing here. 2 train carriages. If we do this, we can never drop off in this train or this house. Pick up 2 oranges. Drop off one of them. Pick up a green. Drop off one of them. Pick up another green. Drop off an orange. Then we need to do the last orange before we pick up the last green. Because we can pick up the last green there. And do that. That does everybody but one orange, right? This seems like the kind of thing that they would throw in as a solution, having to go like way around and doubling back in a great big like one loop here, another loop there, kind of yin-yang all the way around. But how do we solve for the last orange? Because we can't do that because the carriage is double contaminated, right? Yeah. And we can't do this because we can't get back out again. But that seems like it's roughly on the right track. Otherwise it's going to be something like pick up a green, drop off a green, pick up an orange, drop off an orange, pick up another orange, drop off an orange. Then we don't pick up the last orange. And with the way these gaps are situated, I don't think there's going to be any way for us to do all of the oranges and then the greens, because we'd have to touch this house first, which leaves no path back for the greens to get out of. So, we can come this far out because we can do that to finish. Grab 2 oranges, put 1 home, grab another orange, but now we have no room for any of the greens. So we grab 1 orange, put them home, grab a green, put them home. Now we've got 2 greens in our train, right? Yeah, so it's not that. So we need to pick up the second orange. And until this orange is home, but now we can never pick up this green because of the 2 straight tracks next to it. So we can't have 2 lengths of 3 without having picked up the middle guy first. Can't do that. Green and orange and orange and orange and orange, and no one ends up in this house. The best we're going to get around that is going to be something like this. That's how much room we would need to come down and through twice, right? But we can't carry 3 oranges through there. That's basically what we just demonstrated like twice, isn't it? I'm going to assume this does not help me. This is just the same thing, right? I think if we can figure out the 3 oranges on the left, the greens on the right will kind of sort themselves out by the end. Pick up 2 oranges. Drop off an orange. Pick up a 3rd orange. Can't do anything with the greens from here. Ever. Pick up an orange, pick up a green, drop off a green, pick up the middle green. Drop off the first orange. Pick up the second orange. We've trapped ourselves into this middle gap now. Pick up an orange, pick up a green. This house never actually gets used in this, does it? This is just me being dumb. Oh no, they do jump. They hop the corner. Okay. But there's no way like anything like this works. Because the train's just going to be contaminated to high hell, right? Yeah. One green, one green. Completely different take, right? One green, one green. One orange. One orange. The orange in the middle now has not been taken. One green. 1 orange. So it's not this, right? But do we end up with 1 carriage never contaminated this way? We do. So let's explore taking some green home first then. Pick up a green, drop off a green. Pick up a green, drop off a green. Pick up an orange, drop off an orange. Pick up an orange, drop off an orange. We've got this house. This guy needs to go in that house like that. So how can we arrange for that to happen? You end up here. You end up there. Can we manipulate this at all? You end up here. Pick up a green, green drops off. Pick up a green, green drops off. Pick up an orange. Orange drops off, we never pick up this green. That's why we needed to double back, right? So this isn't right yet. Okay, we're short 1 orange in the middle. Again, I get to this point where I feel like I'm in the right direction. This feels more right than what we were doing at the beginning. It's just how we go about delivering these oranges in the middle, I think. Green there, green there. You're going to end up here by all that definition. Orange. Doesn't matter how much space we leave here, because we can't ever come back on ourselves. Orange, green, orange. Pick up the middle one. Is that it? This is looking good. This is looking good. Alright, we solved a puzzle. Delphinus 15 is done. Delphinus 14 is the new Andromeda 14. That seems to be what has happened. Unless I solve this in like the next 3 minutes, I will probably put this down for the day. Orange and green. Orange, orange, green, orange, orange, green and green. This is not it, is it? Because... yeah, because this guy jumps and contaminates the train. Of course he does. And if we do it this way, you never get picked up. What about that then? I don't think this is any closer, is it? There's no way I'm getting you up here. It's not going to be anything in this general vicinity, is it? No, I'm going to put this down, but I made a slither of progress in Delphinus 15, so, you know, even if it takes me like another, what, 30 videos, 20 videos, doing one a day, I will get through this. I will. But for right now, that leaves me to say thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.